Hello, all you wonderful people out there. And today, it's kind of a sad video. We're looking at dead 45s. And this one especially is sad to me. Bad Company, No Smoke Without a Fire. What a great song. I do not have another copy of this, but look how warped that sucker is. I mean, it is bad. It is dead, dead, dead. And the whole point that led to this video, B-side being Love Attack, the whole idea of this video was that I was going to pitch these. I finally decided I collected these over the years. No real reason to hold on to them any longer. I mean, look at the warp on that guy. There's no way you're going to play this. And I thought at one time, maybe I could iron them out. Maybe I could use an iron and flatten them back out, you know. But do you really want to subject your needle to that kind of stuff? B-side being Treat Me Nice. In the case of this one, at least, I do have another copy of that one. So that one's not quite as sad. Same with this one. Sunshine of Your Love by Cream. What a great 45 that would have been, but it's got such a warp. You could probably play 3/4 of the song, but it won't track the first few grooves. It'll just throw that needle right on off of there. The B-side being FWLABR, which stood for something I can't remember right now at the moment, and I'm not going to tax the brain trying to remember. But yeah, I have a friend who wants to try and use these to make artwork. Maybe melt them into bowls or cut them out and make some kind of clocks or something. She wants to play with them. And so I'm going to document them before I part ways with them. You can see how badly warped that one is too. Definitely not playable. Look at that. I mean, oh, sad, sad, sad. Especially Fantastic Lover is a great song. I do know, because I just recently ran across one of these just like it that isn't damaged. So thankfully I do have a copy of that one as well. Same here. The main one being that Bad Company. I don't have another copy of that Bad Company, and that I'm aware of yet. And that almost makes me cry. Pilot Doing Magic. You can see this one's really terribly warped on two sides. It's like it got melted and then it got melted on the other side. B-side was just Let Me Be Me. Yeah, so like I said, the first video is going to be all warps. The second video is going to be all cracks. And I do have some that's warped and cracked. But this one, some of them, they look pretty good and you think, well, it's not bad. Well, it's just got enough of a warp here, enough of a dent that the first couple grooves, it'll throw the needle out. And yeah, you say, oh, well, you can adjust the weight on your needle to get it to track. And I do that on some, but I'm not going to adjust the weight on the needle so bad it is damaging the needle and cutting a new groove. And yeah, this one's just, again, I've got other copies of almost all of these. Here's one that might make some people sad. An original Totally Records Twist and Shout of the Beatles. But yeah, it is just so badly warped over here on this side that it can't track. In fact, I think you can track just a couple grooves in. You can get it to track, but the B side, it's warped on such a severe lip. Let's see if we can see it. Now you can't really get it under the camera to really show. But the B side of that was There's a Place. And like I said, you know, I held on to these. These go all the way back to when I first started collecting 45s. Here we got the Go-Go's, we got the Beat. I got quite a few copies of this one now. And it looks great. It's in, you know, the good shape, other than it just stood in a box and melted down upon itself. If you can see that, I mean, look, that's got quite a lip there, thanks to it sitting in a really, really hot garage in a box. And yeah, very sad to see a 45 treated this way. This one too, this one's a little questionable. I'm not sure if I do have another copy of One Toke Over the Line. I think I do. I know I have a CD with it on it. But it's warped so badly over here on this edge that it won't track the first few grooves. So there again, you could listen to, you know, 85, 90% of the song if you really, really wanted to. But I don't want to keep it in the collection with others. If I know a disc is damaged beyond being able to play good, we're not going to keep it. You know, here's the Four Seasons doing "Walk Like a Man." I mean, goodness gracious, look at that. It's so badly warped. It got melted, almost like it was sitting on something and melted into it. I mean, that one you could really. That one's really bad. You Can't Hurry. Mama Can't Buy You Love by Elton John. Actually, I'm not entirely sure I've got another copy of that one either. But it's just got such a wobble. You think, okay, the needle's going to follow that groove. And it makes it over the first hump, and then the second bump throws it. So, Three-Way Love Affair being on the B side of that. And yeah, I'm not positive I've got a second copy of that one either. Here's one that Hot Lunch let me know. There again, it's just so badly warped. People put these in a garage, on a shelf, not even think about it. Then you go buy in a box, and you know, I remember one box I had like 5 or 6 in the box that were just melted, and then the rest were fine. So it's kind of weird. You think, well, maybe it was up against a heat vent or something, and the back of the box got really hot, but the rest of the box didn't. Please, people out there, if you got some 45s, show some respect. Don't put them near. Okay, now this one, see, this one's got a crack and a warp, so it's warped with a crack. And I could probably, you know, some cracked discs I have in the collection, I'll note them as cracked. This has got like 3 warps and a crack, and I just don't want to subject my needle to that. It might pull it off, but there again, it's not worth the risk, not in my sincerely honest opinion. And then, you know, this one makes me cry. Fats Domino. I'm a big Fats fan. I just did a separate video of some of his. But look at this. It is so the notches here in the middle, that wouldn't hurt nothing. That's probably from somebody putting an adapter in there and breaking the disc, taking the adapter in and out. You know, that wouldn't hurt a dang thing, especially when I'm using a solid aluminum adapter to play on. But that warpage and that melting the darn disc like that, that's just, man, that's a sin against vinyl, I tell you. And B-side would have been I'm in Love Again. So that's the warped ones. I've got about as many cracked ones to show you. I won't get it all in a 12-minute video, so I'm going to stop this here, and we'll pick up in a second video to show all the cracks that we've got. Join us for that if you want another laugh.